Sometimes Natasha feels the stranger understands her more than the man lying next to her. But as the weeks pass and Duffy heads deeper into the mountains, Natasha begins to notice a change in him. Then one day, the messages stop. Too late, Natasha wonders why he had ever needed a lucky mascot at all. Okay, that sounds really good. I'm even more excited to read this now. And the final book, and probably the book I am most excited to read out of all of them, and I'm reading this one for sure this month, because I mean, I'm most excited for this one out of any book in this list. And this is actually the second book in this series. I don't know if it's just gonna be a duology or a trilogy, or if it's like the whole series. But the last book, the first and the last book I read from the series, I read it in July, is literally my favorite Christmas book of all time, and maybe like one of my top 3 but my favorite Christmas book of all time, without a doubt, without question, and probably like in my top 3 favorite books of all time in general. So I'm very, very excited for this one. Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal by Megan Quinn. I actually made a few TikToks about the last book that I read from her, and the only book I read from her so far, the first book in this set, which was How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. Again, my favorite Christmas book of all time, and one of my top 3 favorite books in general of all time. But literally, the spice in it was crazy. There was a scene in that book, involving a candy cane, and there were pictures. That's all I need to say. Also, sprayed edges. You guys know I'm a sucker for sprayed edges. Like literally, I'm just gonna try to find a picture, but there's pictures in this. Oh, there's one. Some pictures are like this, just like snow angel type things, and then some pictures are like spicy pictures, which I'm not gonna show on here. I'm not saying they're like nude pictures, but they are spicy-ish pictures. But yeah, I'm so excited for this. Actually, there's some, what are they called? Eggs? Easter eggs? Or references. That's the actual word for them. From a classic Christmas movie. The last book, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas, also by Megan Quinn, was a spin-off, or like a novel, like based off of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Like I always refer to it as like a rated R Hallmark movie in a book. That's what I called it. And then this one is same thing. It's based off of a Christmas movie, Home Alone. If you guys already didn't know by the title, Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. Home Alone is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. I'm obsessed with it. I've already watched it like 500 times this year, and most of that was in the summer. I love that movie. And Home Alone 2. The 2 classics. So good. But, yeah, apparently there's like 122.5 references. 122.50. If you watch that movie as much as I have, 122.50 was how much they paid for the pizza at the beginning of the movie. The first movie. Like, I literally remember watching it on TikTok, and the author said it herself in the TikTok she made about this book. There are 122.5 references in this book to Home Alone. And I'm so excited. And so, anyway, so the back of this one says, Atlas Maxheimer. This also follows the story of Max, who is also one of the characters in the other book, obviously. Did not sign up for this. One minute, he's anxiously trying to keep his family's Christmas tree farm from imploding. The next, he's passed out in the snow after getting clocked by a suspiciously strong bottle of soda. Enter Betty, new in town, full of holiday cheer, and helping her uncle open a rival tree farm next door. Max is convinced she's out to destroy everything Evergreen Farm stands for. Betty thinks Max might be one sleigh short of a winter parade. Cue the holiday chaos. Between blizzards, blown reputations, wildly misguided romantic plots, and one stolen ornament with a seriously tragic backstory, the small-town war turns into something far messier and much more delicious than either of them expected. I'm so excited. But anyway, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more content from me. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogoween. No. Vlogmas. I said it again. Vlogmas Day 4. Bye, guys.